trip out west with some friends, so I'm back and I am redrawing one of my old sketches, so take a look. There's gonna be a short on this also, guys, so make sure to keep your eyes open and subscribe if you want to see the final result here. I'll be finishing it today, so I should expect it to be out by, I don't know, 2 or 3 days from now. So, yeah, this one's really fun because, well, I'll show you the original, actually. I'm actually going off of one of my old sketches I did here, which is this little guy here. It's a cockatiel, which is a pet I used to have, actually. So, I drew that when I had him around. I don't have him anymore, sadly. He actually, his cage got knocked over in a storm, and he flew away, so sad. But yeah, this is my recreation of him so far. Turning out pretty decent. This is fun because I can kind of have a lot of creative freedom with it. So, alright, I'm just working on the background kind of now, so, or, I don't know, whatever, the scene around him, I guess. So, the rocks, and, like, I need to do his flower, and he does look like he's looking at something here, so I need to make something that he's looking at, so I'll probably draw, like, a bee. Alright, let's do this.
So you're going to want to turn this on pretty soon here. I would do that.
No one's in the chat yet, but sometimes it's delayed, I know, so just waiting around. Haven't done a live for a while. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I get carried away and I forget to show what I'm actually drawing. So just scream at me in the chat. There we go. What's up, Mark A? Thank you. I might do more of these guys because I just like, they go a lot faster than like me trying to recreate a character that's already developed and trying to like copy it to perfection, and that takes like a long time. Like my Iron Man, my last one, took 41 hours, which is a lot of time. It does get a little tiring towards the end, but with these I kind of can fly through them because it's just all up to me and I can just do whatever I want. I mean, I do have a reference, which is my old sketch, but make sure to like up the chat, guys. Get this live going here. Give you a nice look at him again for those who just arrived. Got big old eyes. Landon Kroll says, what are you drawing? I'm drawing a cockatiel bird. Whoa, okay. So yeah, I'm recreating one of my old childhood sketches, which is that little guy over there. So yeah, this is my recreation so far. I made that one when I was like, I don't know, probably around 13 or something, so hopefully I've gotten a little better. I think I have. Also, I forgot to start my camera because I am doing short, so let me start that real quick. Thank you, Yellow Jello. Kind of reminds me of like one of those like Disney little like animal characters. You know, it'd be a dream job is like character design and stuff, so that's kind of one of my dream jobs, so maybe eventually I'll be able to do something like that. because I do have like a ton of different characters that I come up with. Alright, where did I put that? It's too dark. I had one. I think it was this one. Yeah. Also, guys, make sure to drop down in the chat who I should draw next, or anything I should draw next, or any ideas, because I'm always looking for those from you guys, because I do get a lot of my inspiration from you guys, so that's pretty cool. Like my last one, which was Iron Man. Well, actually, my last one was just another recreation of my sketches, but the one before that was Iron Man, and that was a suggestion from one of you guys. I think that was my best drawing I've ever done. So if you are curious to see what that looks like, it is on my channel, so check it out. Are you going to draw anything else besides this? Well, yeah, after this drawing, I'm definitely going to be drawing more. If that's what you mean, I don't know. Gojo from anime. Okay, that's pretty cool. I do like doing like movie characters a little more than like anime stuff, because I don't know, I'm just a little more into that. Honestly, I haven't like watched anime really that much. I do know some of the characters. I do know Gojo and stuff. Pretty much know Gojo and Goku. That's about it. I almost didn't do like a little environment thing for this drawing. I finished the bird and I was like, I think that's good, but then I was like, nah, we could take it a step further. Actually set him in an environment. So yeah, I was just on an out west trip, so that was 2 weeks long, so I haven't posted for 2 weeks, which is kind of sad, but I'm hoping to start posting a little bit more now since I'm back and I am done with college, so yay. I actually have some time to do stuff. You should draw Lilo and Stitch. That's a good suggestion. I have seen like the trailer and stuff for the new movie. Isn't there a new movie of that coming out? Or it's already out? I don't know. Those are some fun characters, so it's definitely a possible one I might do. Thanks for the suggestion. What's your name? Live, laugh, love. Live, life, love. Well, I can't talk today. Live, laugh, love. Thank you, Yellow Jello. Just adding a bit more depth to this rock here with this darker like brown gray. I didn't want it to be like the same hue as this gray here, so I do want a little bit of contrast there. I should try making a tree. Okay. That would be pretty easy, but I mean, he is a tiny bird, so, and he's on the ground, so I'd have to make it just the trunk, which would be massive because he's so small. I do think I'm gonna just be doing this little scenery scape thing around him for the rest of this drawing. And if you're wondering what that clicking noise is, every 5 seconds, this is taking a picture of it, and I'm making a time lapse of me drawing. So check out the short when that comes out, because there is going to be a short. And I love editing too, so I usually try to make the edits fun. Alright, let's add some shadow underneath its foot here to make it look like it's actually on the rock, not just hovering above it. I'm going to go in with a darker gray after this one to give it a little bit more depth, even more. There's going to be so much depth, it's not even funny. A beach house or a Jamaican beach? That's actually a really good suggestion. Okay, a whole beach might be a little much, but I do like the idea of sand, so I think I'll do some sand around the rock here. Good suggestion. And a beach house. It's also a lot to add in. I do want to finish this today, so I'm probably going to just do the sand, but I don't know. You guys keep giving good suggestions. Or Yellow Jello says I was thinking about a nest for the bird. A nest for the bird would be hard because he's not in a nest. He's on a rock, unless the rock's in a nest, which I would have to make. Whoa. Okay, so he'd be on a rock on the sand in a nest, which would be a little hard and a little confusing for people, but you know what? I'm gonna have to pass on the nest, sorry. An eagle. Good possibility there. Almost done with this color here, and then I'm going to go in with a darker gray, and then the blender to make it kind of all look smooth and rocky like. These drawings are really fun. I can kind of just fly through them because I'm just doing whatever I feel like doing. Should I put music on, guys? What do you think? Or do you like it like this? You should try Batman. That is one I've been wanting to do for a while, so I definitely will be doing that one. I don't know if that'll be my next drawing, but it might be, depending on how I feel like doing. Pretty much, depending on what things get the most views and stuff, I'll just do like more of whatever gets the most views, pretty much. And last time was my recreation of one of my like sketches again, which was like 2 knights fighting And they're both like stuck. One was stuck in a tree, one was stuck on the other one's shield. So I redid that one. That one got like 20,000 views or something, which is pretty good for my shorts. So that kind of made me want to do another one of those. So this one I'm doing that again with this one. This one's a little different than that one though, because that one I just did ink and pencil. This one I'm doing colored pencil, which is cool. I think I like this one a bit more. There he is so far, guys. Looking pretty cool. Pretty cute. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cute. Alright, that's pretty good for the rock with this color, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a darker gray here. My desk is an absolute mess right now. That's kind of what it looks like always when I'm in the middle of a drawing, but excuse that. I always like to test them out first. Have I tried Superman? I have done Superman, actually. That was like one of my first ones, kind of. It was one I did a while back, which wasn't that great because it was just like, I don't know, I wasn't that great back then, which wasn't too far. Wow, I can't talk today. Which wasn't too long ago, so, it was just like an ink and marker and colored pencil, but I didn't really take too much time on the coloring him in with colored pencil part. I kind of just focused on the inking and stuff. I mean, it looks pretty cool, but I could definitely do a better job of him, so I might redo him sometime. But I'll definitely do Batman before I do Superman again. Have done Spider-Man though, so that is a video on my channel if you want to check that out. That one took me around 26 hours or something, I think, to finish. That was probably my second most detailed one, I would say. I don't know. I like going very detailed with my recreations of characters that already exist. Especially with the Iron Man one. Since that was my second face I'd ever done with colored pencils, I took like forever to do that one. It's like a split portrait. It's half Iron Man mask and half Tony Stark. And the Tony Stark side definitely took a long time because that was the second face I've ever done, like I was saying. First one I did was Indiana Jones face. So I'm not too used to doing skin, but I think it turned out pretty good. I think I went overly detailed with it, actually, because I actually did like the pores in the skin, which took forever. But I think it was worth it in the end. What's up, Tilden? Zeke says, hey. Well, tell Zeke, hey, back, because hey is for horses and Zeke's a horse. What do you think about Bird? Have I tried drawing my profile? I haven't. Well, I mean, I did draw the profile picture, so I guess I have. I do that on my tablet, though. I haven't drawn them on paper, if that's what you're asking. Hey, Tilden, if you're still there, you should ask Zeke if he wants to go rock climbing later, because I want to. Alright, that's pretty good for the rock, guys. I'll add a little bit more here. I'm I'm going to move on to the flower next. Coolio. You know what? I'm going to grab, where is it? My black. And add a little bit of depth here. Make the grass pop out a bit more. Nice. Almost done with the rock here. Moving right along. I think it looks pretty rock-like. Nice. Give a little shadow underneath the rocks here. I like that. That looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more shadow underneath the feet though. Alright, I'm gonna add some music to this live because it needs it majorly. Alright, don't mind the blackness for a second. Just gonna pull up some music here. Sadly, it has to be royalty-free music. We love the loading screen. Loading wheel of death. And apparently I'm not connected to internet. Alright, let me just do this. Alright. What kind of music we feeling, guys? Let me think. What about tropical? Let's see what it got. Ooh, so tropical. Suits the theme, I think. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start on the flower now. Alright, what do we want to do for this? Get a little bit of different green here. Doing a little bit of color mixing here. Yeah. I don't know what happened to the chat, but it just died. So, RIP, chat. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Should I add anything else? Because this might be done. I think it looks pretty good. Comparing it to my sketch I was going off of. I was going off of one of my old childhood sketches, which was this little guy right here. I did that when I was like, I don't know, probably around 13 years old. And I redid it just now. So here it is all colored in and redone. I did do a little tweaking, of course, to like the like feathers and stuff. Yeah, but pretty cute, pretty good, I think. I might do like a bee though, like a bee that like do those little dot things, show it coming up here, make it look like he's actually looking at something, because it does look like he's looking at something, doesn't it? I'm gonna do that, but guess what? You guys don't get to see it because I'm going to just reveal it in the shorts. So make sure you subscribe before I leave here. I'm going to leave like in a few seconds here, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see the final result. Check out the other drawings I did on my channel and all that good stuff. Thanks to those who stick around. I haven't done a live for a while, so because I was on vacation for 2 weeks, so but yeah, I'll be back with another one soon, and the short should be coming out of this one, so make sure to check that out. Alright, see you guys in the next one. Bye.